In the village of Umuofia, her steps slowed. The door opened. And out came Ifema, her daughter. The same daughter who still lived under her roof. The same daughter she had warned to focus on marriage, not village nonsense. Ifema froze. "Mama," she said, holding her slippers in one hand, her weave slightly scattered. Mama Ifema couldn't speak. She stared, mouth open. Then she turned around and walked away in silence, her heart pounding. That morning, she didn't go to the market. She didn't speak to anyone. She sat on her veranda, fanning herself slowly, thinking. Even my own daughter. By the next morning, everyone in the village had heard what Mama Ifema saw. Whispers started in the market, then spread to the church compound, and by evening, even schoolchildren were repeating it in hushed tones. A woman caught her own daughter sneaking out of Obinna's house. One hot afternoon, while Obinna was relaxing under the mango tree shirtless, Pastor Emmanuel came to visit. He didn't come with his usual Bible or congregation. Just him, alone, quietly. "Obinna," the pastor said, "can I talk to you like a father would talk to his son?" Obinna nodded, half interested. "I know what you're doing. And I know you think no one sees, but God sees. This gift you have, whatever it is, it's not meant to destroy families or tempt women. Please, stop before shame finds you." Obinna smiled and responded casually. "Pastor, I no day force anybody. Na them day come on their own." The pastor sighed deeply. "I've warned you. Pride always walks before a man falls. Repent, Obinna." But Obinna only nodded, watching the man leave like a mosquito he had swatted away. But as soon as the pastor left, Obinna muttered. "This man no understand say I day run full-time business now." Instead of slowing down, Obinna became bolder. He printed a paper and pasted it on his door. Service hours, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., weekdays. 2 p.m. to midnight, weekends. All appointments must be prepaid. No refunds. Women queued behind his window at night. One even offered him a fridge in exchange for a full weekend. Obinna had become very bold. He no longer cared who the women were, married, single, young or old, as long as they had money to pay for his services. He thought he was untouchable. One day, Madame Amora, the wife of Odogwu, came to Obinna's house. Odogwu was known in the village as a champion. He was tall, muscular, and rich. But people whispered that in the bedroom, he was weak. His wife never smiled much. She walked around like someone who wasn't satisfied in bed. So when she knocked on Obinna's door that hot afternoon, he was not surprised. She came in, sat down, and said, "I've heard stories. I want to see for myself." Obinna smiled proudly. "You're welcome." What they didn't know was that Odogwu had seen his wife sneak into Obinna's compound. Something told him to follow quietly. He tiptoed to the window and peeped. What he saw shook his soul. Without making noise, he rushed back to his house, picked up a strong cane, and stormed into Obinna's house like thunder. "Obinna, so this is what you do with my wife?" Before Obinna could explain or even wear his trousers, Odogwu pounced on him. He beat him black and blue, slapped, kicked, and flogged him like a thief. Madame Amora screamed and ran away, half-dressed. Obinna cried like a baby. "Ah, please. I didn't know. I didn't mean it." But Odogwu didn't stop until neighbors pulled him away. That day, Obinna's body was full of bruises and swollen marks. His fine face was messed up. For the first time, he stayed inside for 3 days straight. The village was buzzing. He's still alive. Sleeping with Odogwu's wife. Obinna is mad. That boy needs to slow down before he meets his end. But did Obinna learn his lesson? Not yet. Instead, he told his friend later. "It was just bad luck. Next time, I'll be more careful." And so, even with the pain on his back, he went back to his old ways. But trouble, as always, was watching. One day, a very beautiful woman came to the village. Her name was Vanessa. She had long braids, soft skin, and she dressed like someone from the city. She came straight to Obinna's house and knocked. "I heard your thing is very sweet and can smash women very well. I don't want stories," she said. I want you for 1 week. I will pay you well. She gave him an envelope with 200,000 naira inside. Obinna smiled. He had never made that much money in a week. He agreed. That week, he didn't take any other smashing appointment. For the next 7 days, they stayed together in his house. She cooked, she laughed, and they slept together every night. But on the last day, when she was leaving, she said something strange. Obinna, not everything sweet ends well. Be careful. Obinna just laughed. He didn't take her words seriously. But after 5 days, he started feeling something strange down there. First, it was just a small itch. Then the skin turned red. After that, sores came. Big, painful sores. He could not sit or walk well. Then rashes appeared all over his body, on his chest, his legs, even inside his mouth. His manhood was in pain. He couldn't pee without crying. Obinna stopped going outside. He was ashamed. The women who used to smile at him now looked away. Some laughed. Some whispered. People said different things. A woman cursed him. God is punishing him. His strong body began to shrink. He lost weight. His voice became weak. Obinna was no longer proud. He stopped taking money from women. He stopped smiling like before. One Sunday, he wore dark clothes and went to church. He sat at the back. After the service, he waited and met Pastor Emmanuel. Pastor, he said with tears in his eyes, I messed up. I used my body to make money. Now I'm suffering. The pastor didn't shout. He said, pride always brings pain, but God helps those who humble themselves. Later, Obinna went to the hospital. The doctor gave him medicine. He started treatment. Slowly, the sores began to dry. The pain reduced. His body started to heal, but it would never be the same again. The women stopped coming. The bookings ended. But in that quiet time, Obinna found peace. He started warning young boys in the village. Don't use your body for money. One day, the body will turn against you. Obinna had tasted everything, from the lips of sweet women to the bitterness of shame. He had seen wealth come in brown envelopes, and pain come with swollen bruises. He had been the man every woman wanted, the one even married women paid to touch. He sold his television and speakers, and used the money to buy seeds and tools. He cleared a piece of land and started a small farm. People laughed at first. But after months, they saw his tomatoes, cassava, and peppers growing strong. The youth began to visit him to learn. Some of the women who once paid him now came to buy vegetables. He opened a small signboard at the edge of his farm. It read, Obinna's green life, growing food, growing peace. And he meant it. He still walked with a slight limp from the odogwu beating. And the illness still reminded him that life has no reset button. But every morning, when he bent to water his crops, he thanked God that he didn't die a wasted man. Because in the end, Obinna found something sweeter than his own body, a reason to live.